All right, guys. So today, Bitcoin and altcoins are in fact looking pretty green. Bitcoin is bouncing back up to the upside. Altcoins are also bouncing back up to the upside. So overall, the crypto market today is looking pretty green. It is looking pretty good. And understand, guys, it's not just crypto that is in the greens. Okay, other markets out there are also in the greens. Okay, and it has to do with this, right? So Senate have reached a deal to end the government shutdown. Okay, so pretty much, guys, as we all know, the US government shutdown has been ongoing now for, I believe, over a month. Okay, I think it's been almost 40 days now, and this is pretty much the longest, okay, US government shutdown ever, I believe, in history, right? So apparently this is going to be ending, okay, and this is why we are in fact seeing crypto bouncing back up today, and also other markets out there are in fact bouncing back up. Okay, so it is looking pretty good. Okay, we are in fact seeing a lot of greens happening right now throughout the markets, which is nice to see for a change. Okay, because we know, guys, for the past few weeks, okay, we have been seeing a lot of reds. I feel like we've been seeing more reds than greens, but everything right now is bouncing back up, okay, because of this. So yeah, President Trump says we're getting close to the US government shutdown ending. You'll know very soon. So I want to show you guys this clip, okay, just this quick clip.
Well, it looks like we're getting very close to the shutdown. We'll never agree to give any substantial money or any money to really prisoners, illegals that come into our country. And I think the Democrats understand that. And it looks like we're getting close to the shutdown ending. You'll know very soon. Thank you.
All right, guys. So yeah, Trump said it himself, right? US government shutdown is ending. Okay, so yeah, very, very bullish to see. Okay, and that's why we are in fact seeing Bitcoin today bounce back up. Bitcoin is obviously looking much, much better today than where it was yesterday, right? Yesterday we saw Bitcoin at about $102,000, and then today, you guys can clearly see it really started to skyrocket back up to $106,000. Okay, so yeah, it's great to see Bitcoin back above $106,000. Will it continue? Will we see Bitcoin continuing to bounce back up to the upside? I think we will. Okay, I think we will, guys. I think 98K, that was the bottom. Okay, and I do believe there is so much potential now for Bitcoin to continue to go much, much higher. Like I told you guys many times, I truly do believe there is so much potential for Bitcoin to continue to rise back up to its previous highs of 126K, like where it was last month. Okay, early last month, around October 6th, okay, we saw Bitcoin reaching a new all-time high of 126K, and I do believe Bitcoin will bounce back up from that, right? It will go back up to 126K, even reaching a new all-time high, hopefully, right? But yeah, it is looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. It seems like that was the floor, okay? 98K, that was pretty much the bottom, and Bitcoin didn't, reach 98K once, okay? It did it actually twice. So Bitcoin actually broke below 100K twice. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. So I guess this is a double bottom, and it seems like this is the full price, and we're about to see Bitcoin continuing to skyrocket up to the upside. So I must say it is looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin, guys. But yeah, it's not just Bitcoin. Altcoins are also bounced back up. Yeah, past 24 hours, guys. Overall, the crypto market today is up almost 5%. Okay, the crypto total market cap still below 4 trillion, of course. We're now seeing at 3.58 trillion. Okay, but yeah, past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 4%, Ethereum's up 5%. Okay, alts, like I said, are looking pretty good overall. A lot of greens today, okay, for altcoins. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. But yeah, overall, it is a green day today. So this is a nice, something different to see, because like I said, for the past few days and weeks even, we've been seeing, I feel like, more reds than green. So this is a nice change, okay? And yeah, altcoins are looking pretty good now. Even though alts are bounced back up right now, they're still down. Majority of these altcoins are still down, guys. Okay, we still have a long way to go. Okay, and hopefully alt season does start soon. Okay, because understand, guys, we have not seen alt season happening yet, and I already talked a little bit about this in yesterday's video, right? So yeah, Bitcoin today and alts are looking pretty good. We are in fact seeing a nice little recovery. So yeah, we are still in the reds, okay, for November for Bitcoin. Okay, we're still down, just 3%, nothing too crazy. If Bitcoin continues to keep up with this pace and it continues to rise even more, goes back up to 108 to even 110 and higher, yes, we're gonna see November flipping to the greens, okay. And as I told you guys many times, November, okay, is a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin, okay. On average, on return, it's like over 40%, 42.23%, right? So yeah, November historically is a pretty bullish month for Bitcoin. So hopefully, okay, we will see a green November. As we know, October was really, really unexpected. We more saw a Dumptober than an October. Okay, as we know, guys, October 10th, that was really, really unexpected. The biggest liquidation day for crypto, over $19 billion wiped out, okay, from the crypto market. That was really, really unexpected to happen, especially in October, because October, as we all know, is a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin. So yeah, that was really unexpected, but it did happen. Okay, it is what it is, I guess. But let's just hope we do see a green November. Since October was in the reds, okay, we didn't see massive gains in October. Hopefully in November that will change, right? But yeah, understand, guys. Okay, US government could reopen at any moment now. Last time Bitcoin pumped over 300% apparently. So back in 2019, okay, when we did in fact see the US government reopening, Bitcoin pumped. Okay, you guys clearly see that. So this yellow line was when it reopened, right? When the US government did reopen. And right after it, you guys clearly see Bitcoin absolutely went crazy. Okay, so will this time be different or will it be similar? Okay, will we see Bitcoin bouncing back up to the upside? I mean, right now, Bitcoin is already doing that. Okay, we are in fact seeing Bitcoin having a slight little recovery back up to $106,000. So, it is looking much, much better than where it was yesterday. But will it continue to go higher? Okay, I think it will, right? I do believe a big move is coming for Bitcoin. And I told you guys many times, last year, 2024, for November, it wasn't a great start. Okay, I don't know if you guys remembered, but in November of 2024, just last year, okay, a year ago, it wasn't a great start for Bitcoin. But then towards the end, Bitcoin went parabolic, okay, and it went crazy. And we ended off that month in the greens, of course, and it was up over 37%. So understand, right now, we're not seeing a great start for November, but that could change. Okay, history doesn't exactly repeat itself, but it does rhyme, guys. So yeah, I mean, we could potentially see a big move happening for Bitcoin. This pump that we are in fact seeing right now for Bitcoin could potentially continue. I think it will continue. So Bitcoin holders, be ready for that. Okay, so the crypto market just added $150 billion in just a day. Just today, guys. That is actually insane. So yeah, like I said, this is a nice little change, right? Seeing a different color, okay, green instead of red. So yeah, absolutely amazing to see Bitcoin and altcoins having a recovery today, right? So absolutely amazing to see. Now, Bitcoin has reclaimed the $104,000 support zone. The next crucial level for Bitcoin is around $108,000 to $109,000. A reclaim of this zone will send Bitcoin towards May highs. In case of a rejection, Bitcoin will likely retest the $104,000 level and fill the CME gap. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we do see Bitcoin going back up to 108 to 109 to even $110,000, right? I think that will be, amazing to see. And think about it now, right? I think it will, okay? Especially with, the US government reopening, right? I do expect some big moves happening for Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin holders, be ready for that. And this chart is just showing us here, okay, Bitcoin local bottom. Bitcoin has bounced off the bottoming wedges, lower line. Okay, so if it clears the FEG above 160K, could act like a magnet. Okay, so 116K, guys, right? This is the level to watch. And yeah, like I said, I think big moves are coming for Bitcoin. Okay, I do believe Bitcoin is going to have a beautiful recovery, right? Because we know for the past 2 weeks, Bitcoin has been going down. It's been going down with an up, right? So hopefully You know, that was the bottom, right? 98K was pretty much the bottom. Again, we're going to see a nice recovery back up to the upside. I mean, we are already seeing that. Okay, we are in fact seeing a nice little bounce back up to the upside. So I think that was the floor. Okay, and yeah, we're going to see Bitcoin continue to go back, you know, much higher, potentially even go back up to its previous highs, even reaching new all-time highs. Okay, so looking at this, Bitcoin continues to hold the 50-week EMA/MA cluster, time for a bounce. Okay, and yes, I think it is. We know Bitcoin has been holding above this 50-week moving average. Okay, and yeah, I think it will hold above it and continue to bounce off it and continue to go much higher, right? And this uptrend that we have been seeing for Bitcoin will continue, right? I think we will truly see a final leg up happening for Bitcoin. And then, yes, I do believe, you know, next year in 2026, we're going to be in a bear market, right? We're going to see some type of bear market happening, and we're going to see Bitcoin dropping back down to the downside, right? And altcoins dropping as well. I know a lot of us don't want to hear that, but it's just the truth, guys. Okay, we know we enter different cycles, bear cycles and bull cycles. This bull cycle is nearing to an end. Okay, understand that, guys. And we're going to be entering the next bear cycle, right? Which is going to be throughout 2026, and then, you know, in 2027 to 2028 to 2029, we should be back in the greens, being in a bull market, right? So yeah, guys, get ready for next year in 2026. It's going to be a great year to accumulate Bitcoin, especially accumulating Bitcoin, you know, below 100K, because I really do believe Bitcoin will eventually drop back down to, you know, the 80K level, 70K levels, to even 60K, 50K, 40K maybe, right? That is very possible. So it's going to be a great time to, you know, load up on Bitcoin at those price levels, even altcoins, right? So that is that. But you're looking at this, guys, right? Like I said, Bitcoin will continue to move. Okay, so Bitcoin just closed last week above the 50-week moving average. So yeah, it has been looking pretty good for Bitcoin. It's been holding up really well above the 50-week moving average. Okay, you guys clearly see that. So every monster rally since March 23 started here. And yeah, we're going to see Bitcoin continuing to go much higher. And let's see if Bitcoin has the potential to reach a new all-time high, right? Let's hope, guys. Okay, let's hope that does happen. I mean, it will be amazing to see Bitcoin reaching a new high, right? To like 130, 150, to even maybe beyond that, right? Beyond 150. We'll have to see. Honestly, if Bitcoin, right, does end at like even 140 to 150, I'll be happy with that. That would be amazing to see. Okay. Now, Michael Saylor posted this yesterday, and he just says, best continue. Okay. And of course, this is a hint, right? So Michael Saylor posts the Saylor tracker hinting at buying more Bitcoin. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty much a hint that Saylor is gonna continue to, of course, buy more Bitcoin. Okay, strategy, as we all know, guys, they hold over 640,000. Yes, is here 641,205 Bitcoins. Okay, and I do believe eventually then they're gonna, you know, get to 700,000 Bitcoins, and then eventually maybe even 1,000,000 Bitcoins, right? So we know strategy. They've been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Of course, the bigger the circle, the bigger the purchase. Okay, so yeah, you can clearly see in 2024, they've made some big, massive purchases for Bitcoin, right? You can clearly see that. So absolutely amazing to see that strategy / Saylor, they are continuing to DCA into Bitcoin, right? They know Bitcoin is going to be getting to, you know, 500K to 800K per Bitcoin, even to 1,000,000 and higher. Okay, and that's why, you know, they're still buying Bitcoin, even if it's above 100K. They don't care. They're still buying, guys, right? Either it's at, you know, beyond 100K or below 100K, it doesn't matter for them. They're still buying, because all of this does not matter, right? As we all know, guys, right? It's not going to matter whether you bought Bitcoin below 100K or at 100K or above 100K, right? Because we know Bitcoin is going to get to 1,000,000 and higher. And once it does, you wouldn't care. No one would care whether you bought Bitcoin at 100K or lower. It would not all matter, right? So it doesn't matter, guys, right? Just dollar cost average into Bitcoin, okay? But that being said, guys, I will keep you guys up to date on Bitcoin, okay? But yeah, today it is looking pretty good, so let's hope this does continue, okay? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That is always much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.